on the basis of anti-racist principles, but ultimately we want to just kind of make it a better community for everyone. We want everyone to feel comfortable and valued and appreciated and heard.
The group's acronym, WAR, stands for Wolverines Against Racism, an organization whose purpose is to fight against the systems in this world that perpetuate racism and allow marginalized voices to be heard.
I would just like to see, everyone becoming educated and more aware of how we can be better to one another, and that goes for everyone.
I have a lot to learn. There are experiences of people across the nation and across the world that I will never understand. Some of our teammates, our coaches have a lot to learn about the experiences that I will have that they will never understand.
People are starting to listen as well, like they want to participate and they want to genuinely have change rather than making it a trend, having a black box, having BLM or Asian Lives Matter or whatever in their bios, but not doing anything about it. We're seeing genuine change, and I think that that's really great.
WAR has organized several events spanning from roundtable discussions about breaking the racial barrier at U of M and conversations on colorism, microaggressions, and Black athletes in sports.
That part is nice because each team kind of has their own dynamic when it comes to this sort of thing. And so being able to hear different perspectives is really helpful, just to hear, what someone else's experience might be as a student athlete on this campus. I think that just the momentum as a whole surrounding these types of efforts has gone down because we haven't heard a big news story since George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery. We haven't really heard much since then. I think that that's where WAR has the potential to fill in the gap so that, when things do start to get a little quiet, just in society, having our voices echo and kind of be heard that, this is a movement that is never going to stop.
So I've seen WAR's ripple effects because some of my team members have reached out and said, how does this affect you? How has this affected you? What has your experience been? And to have the opportunity to share my experience with some of my teammates has been really special for us because we've grown closer as friends and as teammates, but also it's served to educate them so they can have a more nuanced understanding of what it's like to be an American, not just a white American, not a Native American, not a Black American, but just the American experience as a whole.
Whilst these conversations are still pretty uncomfortable and we're trying to keep the momentum that we've had from the summer, I think there's definitely an air of honesty and an air of people accepting that they're going to have to be uncomfortable in this semester and next semester and things to come. I think we've started to open up the conversation, and that's the first step.